Hello, Robloxia. It is Stylish Friday here at Roblox. Apparently, Builderman is the only one who got that memo. But we are here for our July Bloxcast. It is on a Friday here. We thought a couple of things. One is this is our third day in a row of live streaming something. So we wanted to keep up that momentum that you've seen from Wednesday and Thursday. And frankly, we have other things to do this weekend. So we thought we would do it. Here we are today. So it's our July Bloxcast. We're going to kick things off in a moment with some live Q&A. So if you have questions, post them in the Bloxcast forum on the website or tweet it to us. Make sure it's got the hashtag Roblox so that we see it. And we'll be taking them as the questions come into our nice little device here. And we'll be tackling those in a moment. A little bit later on in our live stream, we're going to have Mirly here talking about some of our new 3D view capabilities on the site, which are pretty cool. If you haven't seen those yet. He's also going to be playing some games later. We've got Noble Dragon dropping by to talk about summer games and some other goodies as well. But let's kick it off with the Q&A.
Brad, thank you.
Yep.
It's not just Stylish Friday. We actually have a big Roblox event tonight. We have people in from all around the country. For those of you that are over 21, we will be in select parts of San Francisco. Many of us dressed like I am. We're not going to say where we're going to be, but it's kind of what we're going to do for our big Roblox event tonight. So just a little hint. Okay, I'm going to take those off, put on the glasses so I can see what's going on. Thank you for your questions. They are as awesome as always. We're going to kick it right off from Wall 142 RBLX.
Oh, should we say who's? We didn't say who's here.
Why don't you introduce us, Brad?
Yes, we've got Builderman here with us, of course, Dave. Adam, who's RBX Adam, who is our client engineering honcho. And we have Tobot Robot here from the web engineering team. So we've got basically any possible question you could ask, we've got it covered. So.
Thank you, Brad. Okay, we're going straight over to Adam. Will there be a way to detect users in clans? Now, I think we can detect group status in game. Do we have a clan API?
That's right. We need to add that. If that's not in there right now, then we are going to add that pronto. Thanks for bringing that up.
Okay, awesome. Toby, Ryan, JSRBLX, when are we going to release the new site layout?
Oh man, we're testing out the new layout right now and fixing kind of bugs in various locations. I think I can see it. Are you seeing it as well, Dave, right now? Or
I can, I think, because I'm an admin.
Okay,
yeah.
So I think we're kind of testing it internally. I don't know exactly when it will go live.
I think we've got it out for like 20% of people.
Is it 20% right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're kind of still gathering feedback on that and making sure that there aren't any problems, that you can do everything that you could do in the old layout, and it's not breaking for select people in select places or anything like that. So it's still in testing. I don't know if I can give any sort of date about when it would be, but it's getting close.
Okay, awesome. This one we're going to go around the group. I'm going to kick it off. It's a great question from Adam Densler. What are your opinions on the problem of people using misleading game titles? I'm going to respond first, and I'm going to say I think it's a lot better. The better our free market is at detecting quality, either through popularity, monetization, whatever, the more it stops making sense to use a misleading game title. I think if you look at the top grossing sort in iOS, or if you look at top games on Facebook, it makes no sense to have a misleading title. So I think the better our free market, the better it's going to work. But I'm going to kick it over to Brad to see if you got any follow-up on that.
Yeah, and we're also, we're jumping on title switchers, particularly if it's a misleading title, a lot harder than we have in the past.
I'll let you unlock my iPad while you're talking at the same time, Brad. Keep talking and unlock at the same time.
There you go.
Okay.
And so, so we're moderating those much more quickly than we have in the past. The thumbs up, thumbs down is helping immensely, and I think you guys as a community are all over it as well. So we hear from you, we see that things aren't right, and we act.
But I just want to tag on to what Brad is saying. Ultimately, we'd like this all to be automatic. We don't want to have to be in the business of worrying about people's game titles. All right, love to see this. This is from Wowzaboy. It's going to go straight to Adam. Wowzaboy is going to start hurting people if we do not release the CSG modeler. When are we doing it?
Wowzaboy, I got a sword, so just be careful if you come at me
Okay.
I'm ready.
That's a foam sword.
CSG Modeler, we are ready. Apple is holding us back. We need to get a new iOS version out, hopefully in the next week. And once that's live, we can make CSG live. We are as excited as you. We cannot wait to see what's going to happen with it. Coming soon.
Thank you, Adam, very much. Toby, G. Guerin, RBLX, nice. Will there ever be a feature that you can design your games page?
Interesting. We've thought a lot about customization. One of the things we shy away from, I guess, is the idea that you would wind up with kind of a MySpace-looking page where every page on Roblox looks totally different. But we are thinking a lot about offering more options in customization there, particularly for items that, like, for instance, if you don't use points on your game, why show the leaderboards? Those types of ideas, and kind of customizing what you can see there. I think improving those options is always a good idea.
Okay, yeah, great question. We've talked about it. Okay, Adam, we just released Android. This is from the real Senior D. What's up with Kindle Fire?
We are going to come on Kindle Fire, definitely. So with every platform we bring Roblox to, we make it more accessible for everyone who wants to play. And that's ultimately our goal. We want Roblox everywhere. So Android just came out this week. Give us a couple days here. We are going to bring to Kindle. Whenever we go to a new platform, we have to think about how to integrate with some of their services. So for Kindle, we have to integrate with their payments, so people can buy Robux and get the cool items they want. So that will definitely come. It's going to be faster than going to Android was as a big project. So look out for that.
Okay, this is a great one from Skater 9310 RBLX. I'm going to answer it. Will there be more animations like laugh number 2, laugh number 3, just like various dances? Here's the vision. The vision is ultimately a market for user-created animation with your ability to play them as you want. So we're just getting rolling on this. You know, we've rolled in the new animation stuff. Vince has actually mocked up a tool in Studio where you can create these. It's not fully in production. We don't have it in the store, but that's where it's got to go. Any chime in on that?
Now, one of the challenges that we have is how to show thumbnails of animations. We're thinking a lot about that. We just released the 3D stuff. We're thinking about integrating, could we possibly integrate the 3D view that we just added to have animations and be able to
Playing the animations off a very generic, stripped down character
That's right.
just to thumbnail them would be awesome.
I think, so we're thinking a lot about that as well.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have more on that topic later, right? We're gonna,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna go into it. Okay, great. Wow, I was just thinking about this yesterday. This is from Roblox Amusementink, and I'm gonna go to Adam on this. So in our app, you know, in our mobile tablet, mobile phone apps, as on the Android app we just released, we have exposed most of the website, not all of it. One area we talked about is the forums. That wouldn't be hard. What's your thought on possibly using one more of our little tile or menu items to expose the forums?
That's a good question. We do want our mobile app to have everything that our website can do, because mobile is such an important part of our vision and our future. So forums, yeah, everything. We really want to bring it. We can, right now you can kind of get into the website in the mobile app and do stuff, but what we want to do is make it kind of a mobile first experience where it really feels natural on the platform. So that's definitely something we'd like to do in the future.
Okay, great. Now what I want to do is thank Mike12833 for actually reading our mind and getting his question in before we act like this reads like what we just said. Will there ever be a time when animations are sold by Roblox similar to other catalog items? Example, go to the animation store, buy an animation that makes you run like a ninja rather than, yes, so replacing your walk and run cycle. Cha-ching. Yes, fun,
Nailed
good.
it.
What?
Nailed it.
Okay. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This is from Fabolous. Will Roblox let NBCs earn Robux even a bit easier? So I'm going to send that one to Brad. You know, people in BC right now earn 70% of the Robux in game. I think NBC's at 10%. What's your thoughts on where those numbers are, Brad?
The percentages are probably about right, although, I think the best way, if you're not in Builders Club, obviously if you're in Builders Club, you get a daily allotment of Robux as well. But the absolute best way, as anybody who's gone through Developer Exchange can attest, is the best way to earn Robux is to create a really great game. You got a really great game, a popular game, you're going to be minting Robux. So I think one thing we could think about potentially is somebody who's not in BC, but if they've got a game that's performing at a certain level, maybe we'd consider some way for them to sell things that are doing better. But we think that the balance of things is about right.
I'd say the other thing that I'd chime in on, Brad, is we do have the opportunity now for everyone on Roblox, without paying a cent, to mock up your game, get it live, see how well it does, see how popular it is. And Robloxians are really good at math. You can do the math. You can start to see how much Robux you're sinking, and you can very quickly figure out where it makes sense because of how well your game's doing, when it might make sense to get BC. So rather than having to get it in advance, like maybe an Apple license, you can see how you're doing. So I think that's a benefit of our freemium model. Adam, we talked about this one, and there's there's various ways to think through this one. This is from ZeldaFan2234. Could you add a feature to allow users to upload video clips and play them in game?
That's interesting. That is something we've thought about. It's kind of like a fancy decal, right? It's like the next stage of decal. We face a variety of technical challenges to do that. I think in an eventual world, that would be something we would like to bring to the platform. There's still some technical things, especially on a mobile device. Can you play a video projecting it onto a 3D surface? It's kind of expensive. Have to think about the moderation side, but I think in terms of an eventual vision, that's something we should consider.
Would you, Adam, if we did that feature, where would you lean to? Decal, or would we add another, GUI component, just like our frame, which is like a video frame, and possibly have that video playable either in a 2D GUI or in game? What's your preference on that?
My preference is to make it part of the GUI. Since
Okay.
we've transferred to a surface GUI mentality, that's a richer place.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask. Wow, every question right now so far, I think it's fair to say, is following our product roadmap. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay, this is an amazing day today. Have you guys filtered these? Huh?
What?
A bit.
Are you guys over filtering? Like, come on, give us some tough ones.
No, let's have a hard ball.
Come on, give us some hard ones. Like something we can't just nail.
What makes you guys so great?
Yeah, okay. This is from bestfriend76. Do you see users being able to create hats in the future? So I'm going to go out on a limb and say the future vision is all 3D items user created using CSG modeling for sale in the catalog. Is that all right, Brad?
I'll let that one go by for now.
Okay, no. So long-term vision, not saying when, but part of the reason for having our CSG modeler is having a common format for ultimately kind of physically realistic 3D shapes. And the parts of things right now, bodies, gear, hats, I think our vision is to allow ultimately users to make all that stuff. So not going to say when, but that's our vision. Okay, group name change, Toby, Orca Attack. Should we have that feature?
Oh man, this is a really frequently requested feature. I think the things that have blocked us in the past about this are mainly that you join some group that you think is really cool. You join, Friends of Whales, and then someone decides that it's no longer Friends of Whales. It's Blocks Attack 9000, and now you're part of a group that you didn't really join. So there are some ways of getting around that, and we've been thinking about things like setting up votes in the group. You have to participate, keeping you out of a group until, giving you the option to rejoin a group after the name changes, types of ideas like that.
It's a social question more than it's a technical
It
question.
is. It is. It really is. We just don't want people to feel like groups are, disingenuous. The same problem that we have with places from what we were describing earlier, that people could potentially rebrand their group very drastically, and users might not like that. But we're definitely weighing that. I think we need another mechanism in there to help to make that easy, rather than just quite like name changes on users, where you're making the decision. So either voting or notification, like you have to do that in advance, something along those lines. But we are thinking about that a lot.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Toby. Abel3, just reiterating, wants Kindle, wants to actually secretly run Roblox on Andrew and Alan's Kindles. So, all right. This is actually kind of prescient. This is from a user named PopTropica238, and I won't say anything else, but enabling 3D thumbnails on items was an awesome idea. It looks so futuristic, I can now barely even recognize the game like it used to be. And about 2 years from now, this game could and would be so outstanding that it'll be the #1 computer game ever. That's basically our plan as well, so great. Glad we're thinking alike. Thank you, Pop Tropica. Zeker SS. Ooh, we talked about this in a meeting 3 days ago. How will the CSG modeler work with decals?
Oh, I got some good news for you. We already have it working. So, what you've seen, maybe if you've played with our experimental CSG version, is kind of our early version. Since then, we've made some changes that when we ship it, will already be live. Support for colors, support for decals, things like that. Can't guarantee decals will be in the first version, but we've definitely got it working. So
are we wrapping in on the shape from the sides with the decals, or how are we doing it?
So I have to check how the projections work.
But we're projecting in on the CSG shape.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. One other radical thing we've talked about in our meetings is as you build up a single part with CSG, how do you get a decal on one of those faces? It would be neat if you could decal in the middle of the tree, so you decal on a face, then you wrap it together and keep going. So that would allow us to create some really cool stuff. We don't have it now, but decals, yeehaw. We can't say anything about this one, but Brad, I think we're both going to smile on this one. This one we have no plans on actually, but we had interesting kind of, intersection on this. This is from Blue Ballet. Will Windows go to Windows, or will Roblox go to Windows Phone? Will it?
Will it?
Will it? No plans right now. Mark it. All of you with Windows phones, we're counting the numbers.
Yeah. We're taking a
We're
look.
watching it. You can see that we went to Android because you asked for it. So we'll watch the numbers. It's a matter of just how big's the market right now. Queen of Jenny. Let Brad answer this one. Any chance Roblox will have an 18 plus version?
18 plus, that's interesting. 13 plus, 15 plus, definitely. 18 plus has some other connotations that, I don't know that we're heading in that direction. But yes, we are looking seriously about, what kind of services could we offer that would be more attractive to, in particular, a teenage audience?
Okay, thanks. Zulani, have you guys played League of Roblox? What's your thoughts on it? I thought we just blocks casted the crap out of this like 2 weeks ago.
Did you not watch Virtual BloxCon?
Yeah. Okay, we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting thing on the web team, we're big League of Legends players. I think down in the client area, they're more into Dota. So, but anyways, we found it very interesting. There's a lot of interesting mechanics there. Very different from League of Legends. It's really kind of come into its own. It's very interesting.
Okay, great. This is from Sinful Skater. I'm going to answer it. States of matter on Roblox. Now that could mean many things. This is physical matter. Being able to change a part into a liquid or a gas. Do you think this is possible? So, Sinful Skater, the vision of Roblox is a 3D distributed game engine in the cloud where everything works like it does in real life. And you can see how voraciously we've held to the notion that everything's made of materials. Some things that we're working on right now, Adam, I don't know if you want to mention the sound tune-up. Is that consistent with the idea of digital matter? It's like...
That's right. So sounds have kind of been long neglected at Roblox. We're trying to change that. we're doing a major sound tune-up, or I should say a medium sound tune-up right now. But I think it's going to add a lot, and part of that ties into what Dave was saying, where we're sort of looking at, okay, you're walking on different kinds of materials. What's the sound of that? Somebody walking over a wood floor is going to make a different sound than somebody splashing through water or walking through grass. So we're trying to model that and sort of make the whole thing feel more physically real and logical and natural.
Yeah, one of the games we thought about when we were designing Roblox, and if you go through all the different types of physical effects besides liquid gas, we have wind, we have electromagnetic force, we have electricity, we have all of this kind of stuff. Fire, obviously, objects being destructed. So one of the games someday we'll make is like a fireman simulator in a burning building, whereas the burning building gets on fire, it starts to fall apart around you. And so these are the types of immersive games we have our eyes on for the future. Okay, this is a good one. Brad, you might not have to answer this one, but this is from Master Beyblade. I'm going to go first because I'm thinking about, I'm reading it, and then I'm going to let Toby and Adam go. Where did y'all learn to code? What was the first coding language y'all learned? This is from Master Beyblade. So I learned in BASIC. For those of you that are trivia experts, you can figure out how old I am, because when I learned to code in BASIC, it was on a teletype, okay? And I stored my program on a paper tape with little dots in it, and to put it back in the machine, I ran the paper tape, okay? I then moved on to Apple II assembly. So, go to Adam.
You got me beat, Dave. I will
Cha-ching.
say. But I did do basic programming. One of my early experiences. Basic programming, saving the programs to cassette tape. So literally the same type of
TRS-80?
cassette. No, this is a Sinclair. It's like an English
nice. Got
little
it.
mini computer thing.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it's the same audio tapes that you guys probably haven't even heard of. But you would stick it into this little tape deck and write your programs and hit play, and it would take like 30 seconds to load your program. It was pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Back at you, Tony.
I actually learned to program first on a Commodore 64. I still have a Commodore mug here. But
Oh, hold it up, hold it up.
You guys see that?
Okay.
So they went out of business like 30 years ago. Anyways, but I also started learning to program in BASIC. Later on, I got more serious into programming, more interested in it when I started programming in HyperCard, which was a Mac specific, I don't even know how you would call that, kind of multimedia scripting language.
Just like pre-HTML.
Pre-HTML, so, but very interesting because it also has links, and now I work on web pages. So, but those were my early programming things, and then I went on to web programming, JavaScript, and those types of things.
And actually, I did script, I will
Did
say.
you? I didn't want to put you in
Yeah,
a tough
no.
spot. Okay.
Hypercard, C,
Oh, really?
Lingo.
Okay,
yes.
wow, okay. Who's the smartest person at Roblox HQ from Robotic Skull? My answer would be all the interns. Cha-ching! They are way
true.
smarter than any of us. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay. Abuela123 Roblox. Will there ever be Roblox without internet, like offline Roblox? No, there won't. Thanks. Okay, next. Okay, I'll go back and answer why. Will there ever be Google Docs without internet? Will there ever be YouTube without internet? Just doesn't make sense. Okay, and so the amount of distraction and engineering effort and complexity in trying to maintain all of that versus the world where, we're seeing 60, 70, 80, 90, 4G online stuff, we're always reaching for the future. So not even going there. Okay, let's keep going. Back to CSG from Master Beyblade again. Grouping parts, will they keep different materials?
Yeah, that's something we're adding right now.
Okay, thanks.
So you can have like a
You
metal
have multiple
blade
materials
and
in
like a
one
wooden handle.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, back at Adam again. Simulators X, will we ever be able to do huge maps without distance rendering problems?
Well, you should be able to do that now. And if you can't, it means we have bugs, or we have implementations that aren't as good as they should be. So the vision is there. The vision is there, the implementation is at least partially there. So things like the binary file format let you create much, much bigger places. The streaming that we added last year let you join them quickly. So that vision is there. If you're worried about like how far objects are away and rendering stuff, we have a system that tries to keep your frame rate high and only show you the appropriate level of things. So if that's not working, then that's a problem we need to fix.
Additionally, I just want to mention, I know we're experimenting right now with higher player counts in places, so that way you're not just in this empty ocean of a place. There could be other people there as well.
Yeah, we have 100-player games going on right now in a few test places, so it's pretty exciting.
Nice. All right. Talked about this one recently, Adam. This is from Pixels RBLX. Custom fonts for Roblox GUIs. Yes or no?
That's a tough one. I think we need to circle the wagons and think about product direction on that.
Okay.
It's certainly not anytime soon. We would like to provide at least some more default fonts than we have right now. Our first priority is getting the default fonts to be as high quality and as crisp as possible. We added sort of Retina font support for the GUI part recently on Retina devices. So we want it to look awesome, and we do want to give some control. So we'll think about that.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's keep it. We're going to keep rocking. Brad or Adam, you guys might know this. What does it take to get on the RBX Dev forums?
You submit. There's a submission process for it, and we ask you some questions about how much you've created, and all of those go in and they get looked at by the team that's responsible for moderating and managing the RBX Dev forums.
That's right. The basic answer, if you want to be on the forum, is create something great. And that's kind of the secret to life also. But specifically in this case, yeah, create something great and then you'll be on the forum.
Okay, near and dear to my heart. This is from Bad CC Void. Pathfinding API, what's the status? Very excited. I saw a demo 2 days ago using pathfinding to do a click-to-move interface on a tablet. The pathfinding is awesome. It's fully dynamic. It reacts to the world. There's no node points. It's like a work of art. It's from Simon. When are we shipping it?
Next Wednesday.
Thank you. Okay. Cha-ching.
Not faster?
Sorry.
Wait, what about Tuesday?
Okay, rapid fire. Okay, we're in rapid fire mode. Oculus Rift support.
We had the demo. We can flesh it out.
Okay. What's the next event? What's its theme?
Clan Wars, coming in August.
Okay. Curving or bending bricks?
No.
Improving groups?
Yes, very much so.
Playing any games today on the live stream?
Yes.
Okay, RBLX Clan War live stream game nights. Should we do it?
Clan War live stream game nights?
Yes.
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 Okay.
That sounds
Better
awesome.
3D clothes.
Definitely.
Okay. Tutorials. Okay. Advanced tutorials for Lua and building.
Yes.
Getting better all the time. We're working hard on that. We got a team on it.
Will player points ever have real purpose? Working on it. It's a big one. Okay.
One more.
Okay, website update where you can look back at 2 to 3 shirts that you've worn recently worn clothing.
Ooh, great idea. I'm gonna write that one down.
Okay, back to Brad. You're wrapping up.
Okay, great questions as always. We'll try to answer some more off the forums, maybe in a follow-up blog post. Hang in there. We'll be back in a moment. We're going to have a little bit of news. We're going to talk about the summer games. We're going to talk about the Lego contest, a couple other things, and then Mirli's going to join us to talk about the 3D viewer and play some games. I think that was a question. Are we going to be playing some games? Mirli is going to be playing some games. We will be right back.
Thanks, everybody. Great questions.
did you hear about that new...
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yes, you. You're ugly.
Why would you say that,
Fret no more, my son. You too can blossom into a beautiful butterfly like me. BAM! Now you got beautiful hair. This butt-ugly cat makes me want to cough up a hairball. But no biggie. Presto, we got a beautiful feline here. Meow. Look at this bald loser. He won't have to wallow in his own ugly tears no more. Kablamo! Now we've got a stud. You need beautiful hair? I got it. Call this number if you don't want to be a miserable failure. You need beautiful hair, people.
And we are back.
Woo!
I am still Chief Justice, and I'm here with Blockhawk and Jack Smirking Revenge and Jack in the Blocks.
What's up?
We're gonna do a couple of updates here, right?
Couple updates.
Couple
2-3.
Yeah. Then we're gonna rope in Noble Dragon, and then we're gonna bring on Merely. So, updates. Lego contest.
Yeah, let's talk
It's
about
happening.
that.
Yep.
So, for those of you who are not aware, and I hope you're all aware, we've been doing a Lego contest for the last month. Basically, people are designing Roblox-themed Lego sets, and we're going to submit it to the Lego Designs page, and hopefully, Lego Ideas
Ideas,
creation thing. And we're going to try to get a Roblox Lego set, like a real one that you could have and play and build your own. That'd be your only offline Roblox option, basically. But we need you guys to actually design it for us, because like everything on Roblox, it's all made by you guys. So, if you head over to blog.roblox.com right now, the latest post is all the information. The deadline is coming up really fast. It's been going on for a month. I think you've got like 2 days left.
Sunday night. I believe.
Sunday night at like 11:59 p.m. It's done. But after that, you guys can vote on all the entries, because we want to see what you guys think is the best. There's a lot of really cool things up there. People have made Crossroads, Death Run 2, some obbies. I've seen sword fighting. There's lots of representations of Roblox that's up on there, and they're all really cool. So definitely, even if you're not going to enter it, head over to blog.roblox.com, see the thing about the Lego contest, and vote on your favorite ones, because we need you all to vote as well.
So a couple of notes on this. First of all, the voting is important. It's going to help us. We're going to make the final decision. The voting is input to that. So just because something has the most votes, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what we're going to submit to Lego. But the votes do matter. They're going to help bring our attention to things. But we have to consider other things as well, such as is it a good representation of the Roblox brand? Is it a good representation of a place or a hat or a character or some other thing? Is it a good Lego set? There are things that go back a few years. I was an executive at Lego. I have some insight into what does make a good Lego set. So we want to make sure that it's something that Lego could look at it and say, oh yeah, that would be a really cool set. So we'll take the votes. We'll take our own considerations into account. We're going to select one to submit to Lego Ideas, and the way their process works is that you submit it, and anything that gets 10,000 votes automatically goes into consideration by Lego to be created as a set. And I think 3 or 4 times a year, Lego takes all of the sets that have accumulated 10,000 votes, and they select one to be the set that gets manufactured. So we're pretty confident that we can pick a great set from you guys, put it in there, and with your help get it voted up to 10,000. Then it's in Lego's hands. So we can't guarantee that it's going to get made into a Lego set, but anything that does get 10,000 votes does have a pretty good shot. So the next step will be make sure if you've got something that you're working on, get it in by Sunday night. Then we're going to have the voting period open for a little bit longer, and then we're going to select the set that gets submitted to Lego and submit it, and let you guys know when it's there on the Lego Ideas site so that you can get in there and make those 10,000 votes happen really fast. We're hoping actually...
We're going to block the vote.
Yeah, we want to see the Roblox set be the fastest set ever to get 10,000 votes on Lego Ideas. Yeah. So that's what's coming up next.
Yeah. All right, and always make sure to follow us on Twitch If you're not doing that, you should absolutely.
Speaking of Lego.
Yeah, follow us, yeah, I'm a totally, segues are hard. Yeah, follow us on Twitch, click that button, it's pretty good. You get to know all the times that we're doing these live streams, and we're going to be doing them a lot more often in the future, so we're really kicking this up, so you're definitely going to want to stick around. This is the best place for you to get all your cool Roblox information, contests, challenges. Ready, you want to follow us.
Yeah. And actually, this week this is again our third day in a row of live streaming, and we hit 25,000 followers this week. You may recall we hit 20,000 followers just at the end of June during Virtual BloxCon. So we're actually racking up followers even faster than we did when we first went live on Twitch back in February.
You guys are crushing it.
Yeah.
Crushing the follow button.
And we appreciate that.
What else do we want to talk about?
We got Maker Fairs coming up.
Yeah, Maker Fairs coming up. Detroit is not this weekend, but next weekend. So if you are in the Detroit area, you want to check that out. I think it is both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, 2 days.
And then if you go to the blog page, and you'll see on the right-hand side of the page, it'll be sign up for Maker Fairs. We've got a whole host of more Maker Fairs coming in August, September, actually all the way through November. There are a couple, I believe, in August. New York is going to be the third weekend of September. The Maker Faire people are telling us they're expecting like 90,000 people to come that weekend. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be sending probably 8 or 10 people there for that. So that's going to be a great time. Sign up to help. Be there at the booth. We need you guys to make the booth. We say actually the new line that we've been using, our theme line is "You make the game," and we mean that in every possible way. You make the games on Roblox. You make Roblox what it is, and when we're at Maker Faire, you make our presence. And the turnout for all the Maker Fairs that we've seen thus far has been awesome. So if you are near a Maker Faire, on the list that you see on the blog, sign up, be there, participate. It's just an enormous amount of fun.
Yeah, and if you just want to go and visit the booth, you can drop by. There'll be people representing Roblox there, whether we're from the company or from the community. Do you know at Detroit some of the people who are going, staff or developers?
I know that developers, Clone Trooper is going to be there.
Clone Trooper's going to be there.
David II,
League of Roblox
is going to be there. I'm not sure exactly who from the staff is.
We're sending somebody.
We're sending a couple of people.
A couple people from staff are going to be there.
And then, as we said, a bunch more people are going to be in New York, but there's still, I think, let's see, Miami, Atlanta, Orlando, San Diego. Still, a whole bunch of really great Maker Fairs to come all the way through the end of November.
It's pretty awesome. It's a good little program we got going there.
And, Maker Faire is us coming to you, but you also have the opportunity to come to us. Every Friday, at least during the summer, we take it to about once a month or so during the school year, but we have here on Fridays Behind the Blocks, and you get to see what's going on here at Roblox HQ, get a tour, see all of the staff in their natural environment, roaming wild. You can even, walk up and touch them.
They love that.
Yeah.
Some of them bite, so you need to sort of, be careful. There's also a Q&A session. Have the opportunity to provide some product input, and then we talked in the Q&A this morning about a lot of features we've got in development. Pretty much always at Behind the Blocks, you've got the opportunity to play with some features that we have in development and give us your feedback about what you think, and that helps us make things better. So you can also go again. I think the link is on the blog. Yes. Or is it? Yeah. There's a
yes.
Yeah. There's a link on corp.roblox.com to sign up for the tour. So do sign up. It's a lot of fun. You also get some free swag. So we hope to see you there. And I think we've got a video here. So
we're going to show you a little
video
behind the scenes of what it looks like when you come in. So.
And I'm going to step out now. And when we come back after this video, Noble Dragon's going to be here to talk about the summer games.
Prizes.
So Behind the Blocks, and we'll be right back.
All right. What?
Yeah.
Welcome. We've already been here. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How about that behind the blocks video?
There you
Hey,
go.
what do
Pretty
you think
sweet.
about that? Pretty cool. And if you come down here, you get an awesome shirt. And parents seem to really have a lot of fun too. But we are here now with Noble Dragon on Bloxcast July.
What?
Blocks?
Bloxcast.
It sounds really bad. It sounds like. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, let's
let's not get into
forward.
whatever. It's not- My mistake. Delete. Backspace.
Rewind, mulligan.
But yeah, Noble Dragon's here to give you guys the latest news and announcements in regards to the summer games.
Summer games, right? It's been pretty big.
Right?
You guys are racking up those player points.
10 points.
Putting us to work. Me and Major Tom have been trying to keep up, granting out those prizes.
Like
You know.
50,000 of them or something. Well, 10,000. Or...
Today we're actually giving out 10,000.
Oh, it's a 10,000
Last
day.
week we gave out 10,000 of the Odorite Fedora that people raged about.
And simultaneously created the biggest forum post I think
The biggest forum post
ever made in the history of
Maybe try
Roblox.
something else.
I missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you weren't there. It was really fun.
It was pretty huge, and people got really mad at me, so we might try something else today. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. But today, I got another cool prize I get to release. I think we have a picture for it. Some of you may have seen it, but it's actually the Odorite Shades.
Whoa!
The Shades. How do you compliment your Odorite Fedora? With some Odorite Shades.
They're BA, dude.
Noise.
Baller.
Do you think a lot of the people who got the first 10,000 also get the second?
You know, it's hard to
prize?
tell. We have to make sure. I want to make sure that we get all the scores in.
We'll have to just look around and see how often we see that. You gotta rock that if you have them both, right?
You gotta rock it if you have them both. There are 10,000 winners. You know, we had a lot of winners, but we actually do have a lot more players this week.
Right.
Okay.
Like this week, there are a lot more players in there.
Okay.
Like you
Competition's
guys
fierce.
saw the prize, and we're still giving out the daily prize. You can still win the 5 different hats: the top hat, the mask,
Mm-hmm.
The paintball mask, right?
the paintball mask,
Yeah.
and the militia mask from Call of Robloxia. And then there's the speedy crown. And there's one more.
And Blockhawk and I
Visor.
are
The
fighting for there to be an Adorite bearded alien, but we can't make any assurances.
Yeah.
But I think that would be.
That's even more rare than the bearded alien that there's only like 2
Yeah,
others.
it could
Only
be.
one person has that one.
Only one person ever will have the Adorite bearded alien, and one day they'll sell it for $1 billion.
I'm gonna make sure that you guys don't get it.
Well,
that would
in
be
that
awesome
case,
if it was
in
just
that,
a
That's
user and
my
not
added
us.
magic.
That would be.
in that case, should we
That's
have
super
all
rare.
of everybody who likes this idea send you a
Yeah,
request
this
for
is
it?
Oh yeah, okay. So if you think that there should be Screamies holding a television right now,
I don't know what's.
So he's
What
showing
was
us.
that?
He was showing us the 5 prize hats.
All the,
Oh.
I don't know why.
But I want to say this right now. If you think an Adorite bearded alien is a good idea, you should send a personal message to Noble Dragon. And
Send
let
it to
him
me.
know.
You can follow me on Twitch and at.
Oh, you're
Noble
okay with it?
Dragon.
All right. I feel like we try to troll people with that.
We do.
It's not
Yeah.
It
working
doesn't
at
seem to
all.
work. Send him PMs.
Dude, Noble Dragon's
Send it
job
to
is
me.
to basically get trolled. Like,
I love
just
hearing
like,
from you guys. I love your
whatever.
jokes. I love your trolls. Just make sure they're appropriate.
Man, yeah.
A pro.
This is a good
Appropriate
guy right
trolling,
here.
guys.
That's a good guy.
I love a good troll.
Yeah.
I love a good troll
Yeah, it's
because
fun.
it's fun.
Yeah.
And he sits right by us, so all day long he's like, "You're not gonna believe this," and we watch and we're like, "Yeah, that's crazy." He sees some pretty crazy stuff. But see if we
It's
can
fun.
flood his
I love
inbox more. Do you want an Adorite bearded alien? Let us know, please.
And you specifically don't want Alan to have it. That's. I feel like that's the like.
Yeah.
Even if
that's
you,
the-
you
that's
don't
the
want us to
battle,
have one, you should let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me. All right, so we still gonna grant those 5 prizes this afternoon.
Okay.
As well as the
Sweet.
10,000 ones. So watch
All right.
out.
Keep an eye out.
watching on. We
How long
I
do
think
summer
we're
games
going
go?
till the 24th.
24th.
You know, originally we said the 21st, but we did have
So that-
we did have that gap in that one weekend where we took them down.
So is that the
we're
end of
sending
this
it out.
weekend? Is
The end of next week. I believe it's next Friday.
Wow, dates. They're hard. What? I don't know what day it is.
I mean, I can.
Oh, 24th. Yeah, that'd be like
Today's a
Wednesday
Friday.
next week.
I think it's Wednesday next week. So
Wednesday next
the
week.
last prizes will go out Thursday afternoon.
All right.
There you go.
heard it here first. So you should feel very special. And only.
So if you're just joining, make sure you follow this channel.
Right here.
This
Roblox
channel
is
is right there.
Right
Yep.
meow.
Purple button. If
When you watch
there's-
this in the
even if you don't have a
archive,
Twitch
because you're
account,
lame and not watching it now, make sure you still follow. Right?
Yeah.
Because everything gets archived.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably be watching this on YouTube in all likelihood if.
Yeah.
this
If
is
it's
later.
August
In
to
which
you
case,
right
this
now,
is very awkward
still.
to listen to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
that
always kind of awkward to listen to.
This is always awkward. Yeah. It's just different levels of awkward.
Different levels of awkward. The
Yeah.
Alan Factor
We just
story. There you
peaked
go.
right there.
Is it your
My
third
fourth,
biography?
no, it's my fourth. That's my fourth autobiography.
I still like the first one the most. I like old Alan biographies better.
Yeah.
Was my first story better than
After
my
you got
fourth?
famous, like, yeah, the third and fourth ones just really, like, they fell through.
Yeah, they're only like 11 pages.
All right, so that's Summer Games. We're gonna take a quick break. We need to set something up. We have a quick demo coming up with the one and only special guest for today.
That guy.
Give us a participating in that.
Let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Welcome back. Woo. Bloxcast, July 2014. I am Jack Smirking Revenge. This is Blockhawk, Jack in the Blocks, and we are here with our very special guest, Nearly, who's going to be demoing something that we think you guys all have probably already noticed, but will definitely find to be really cool. The four of us will be your remaining hosts for the rest of Bloxcast, July's Bloxcast. After Merely does this demo, we will take a short break, and then, as always, we will be playing Roblox games. Games with the Z.
With a Z.
And he is really good at them. You may have heard of this guy. He's sort of famous.
He actually made one too, so it's pretty amazing.
He made a couplet.
Maybe more than one.
I'm gonna make that a thing. Couplet.
Couple games.
He made a couple of games. Oh no, that sounds right. Anyway.
So you guys all know Merely, but he's, as you also probably know, interning here at Roblox for the second straight summer, so
it's
we
been
got him
pretty,
back.
So it's been pretty awesome to be a web team intern here at Roblox. What I've been working on this summer is 3D thumbnails. It's a new feature that lets you, on the website, you can load up a 3D thumbnail and see what it looks like from different angles.
Yes.
So I'll show you a quick
Which has
demo
been
of that right
something
now.
that people have been requesting for a long time. Like,
That
I
is
want to buy this
forever.
thing, but what does the back look
Yeah, what's
like?
the back look like?
Okay, so before we take a look, I want to say a big thanks to ZooXCG and Convex Rumblu from the rendering team, who did a lot of back-end work to make this work with OBJ exporter. And another thanks to Vlad the First on the web team who worked on the back-end services that made this possible. All right, so let's...
And a quick question before we get to this, just out of sheer curiosity. Is your brother Saranac here today?
Yes, he is.
Okay, after this break, I'm gonna run up and get him. We should do something funny.
Ooh, Twinception.
Twinception.
Should we ask, like,
Did you just come
are you
up with-
actually
Yeah.
Saranac? And you pulled like a sister, like, we pretend to be each other during
Sister,
podcast.
sister.
Bring up sister. I brought up sister. Name me better identical twins. Right? Yeah. Tia and Samara, my jam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
horrible.
I did used to watch that show.
All right, so,
None of those kids know what we're talking about. They're like, what?
so let's take a look.
Okay, so Michael, screen me. You can pop up the browser here.
So normally when you go to a page, you just see a 2D thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
So I added a button that you can click that says Enable 3D. You hit that, it loads up the character. It has
the
a
Vestige.
He's just a random user I
Okay.
chose to look at.
Oh, getting some.
He's getting
some
his
press here.
moments of fame.
Yeah,
He's got a red band atop
Got a
that. He's
nice
doing
hat.
something right.
So what you can do with your mouse is click on the avatar and move it around in order to see it from different angles. You can finally look at the back of your shirt and see if it says Noob on it or not.
That is so awesome.
You can use your mouse wheel to scroll in or out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, what?
You didn't know that?
No.
I didn't know that.
You
That's
narb.
cool.
This thing's been around for like a day.
So it's a pretty straightforward feature.
Yeah.
Right now it works for hats, gear, packages, and characters, but we hope to turn it on for shirts and pants as well.
And eventually this will actually be on by default. if
How
I'm
would-
not mistaken.
That's what we're hoping. Yeah.
How would this work with shirts and pants? Like, would you just put it on a
We would just put it on a default
makeshift?
avatar.
Okay, default avatar. So
Yeah.
like the 1.0 body, or
Yeah.
okay. So that way, I mean, really, what you want to know is what does the back of the shirt say in that case, and
Mhm.
so you won't know exactly how it looks on your specific character because you might have a different package, but
That's correct.
you'll know. You'll know if it says NARB on the back of your shirt before
You don't want to get a shirt that says NARB on the back.
We just gave so many people ideas.
It's never good.
All right, so here we are. We're looking at a hat. It's a beautiful hat. You can see
Also,
the front and back and side and other side.
it lets you rotate around by clicking on it, but once you let go, after 2 seconds, it rotates back to the default position.
Yeah, that's
So
slick.
it makes it easier to.
I was just
look
going to
at.
ask if we can look inside the hat, and indeed you can. By just
that?
no, I mean like by
No,
panning
like-
underneath it.
Yeah, like that.
We can look at the bottom of the hat.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
And you did that.
Yep. I can't take all the credit for it though.
No, you're awesome.
But you're
dude.
making good stuff happen. You did outfits last summer, which was the
Yeah.
top voted feature of the year in the